Hi, Tanya here with TanyaRainier.com. We're talking today about a struggle that a lot of creative women in business have, and that's dealing with competition in their business, in their industry. And what do you do when you kind of feel that competition mustering up and threatening you and your creative ideas? And something that I often see in the creative industries is a fear that your competition is going to steal your ideas. I've worked with designers that are afraid to put their portfolios online for fear of another designer stealing their ideas. I've worked with professional planners, wedding planners and party planners who again are afraid to talk about their ideas, and it's their intellectual property. They want to keep it all here so that nobody else takes it, because if they take it and they run with it and they start making money, they're afraid that they're not going to be able to make that same amount of money off of their ideas. They're afraid that they're going to lose their ideas to somebody else. But I found that more often than not, that fear limits your ability to build and grow your business. It's a limiting belief. It's a money block. It is a poverty mindset. That mentality is going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you from growing because you're hoarding these things all to you, and it's stopping, literally like a brick wall, stopping the creative process. It's keeping the creativity from flowing in, and it's keeping your creativity from flowing out. Now, there's several reasons why I would caution you not to keep your ideas all to yourself. For one, yes, your competition may see them, but who doesn't get to see them is your clients. Now, I understand you might have a portfolio or something that you keep that's more physical, or on a secret Pinterest board online that you only show when you're presenting a proposal or your first meeting with a client. But what about all of the people that are curious about you, that wouldn't even dare call you to see if you're the right fit for them unless they've seen some examples of your work? Now, if you're only showing a few examples of what you do to the world, they're not seeing your full range of potential. They're not seeing what you're truly capable of. Now, the ideal situation is that they get a referral or they've seen your work firsthand, so they're already sold on you. And that's a very warm lead. But what about all the other people? The colder leads, the ones that just need a little bit more reassurance. They're a little bit more on the fence, and they need to know that you're the right person for them. They need to feel comfortable and warmed up to you first. And that's just one of the ways to do it. In the design world, I was an interior designer. I have been for quite a few years, owned my own business, and I had ideas stolen from me quite a few times. I've actually had people say to me, "Hey, Tanya, you know that so-and-so totally just ripped off your design, like exactly, and is now using it on this project and that project." And my immediate reaction was like, what a bee. I can't believe she did that, right? Like, of course it was negative. I was hurt. I was angry. I was a little bit upset. And, you know, there was all of this negative emotion that just flooded me. And then I had to sit back and say, you know what? I'm going to look at this differently. I'm going to have the right mindset when it comes to this. And instead of getting totally pissed, I'm going to take it as a compliment. Okay, well, that must mean something. She must value me as a designer enough to steal my ideas. I'm gonna say, okay, well, thanks. I just set a trend, and I'm gonna look at it that way. Yes, she's making money, but you know what? I made money off that design too. And I can still take and tweak that design because it was mine initially. So that creativity is still there. And to see what she does with it only puts a new spin on it, a new twist, because she's really using it for inspiration. And wow, I was her inspiration. That's kind of cool. So by just flipping the way that I was looking at it, my perspective, I was able to look at it in a new way. And if you're creative, Come on, how many times have you been on Houzz or Pinterest or somewhere on the internet and you saw something and you said, wow, that's really, really great. I love that. I'm going to use it, but I'm going to make it my own. Nothing in the world is completely original anymore. So by being an inspiration, it kind of makes the scales even when you get inspiration from somebody else, right? Another thing is, if it really is bothering you, find a way to let go of the negativity. Shut it off so that you don't even know what's happening. Don't Facebook stalk this person. Don't stalk their website, their portfolio. Just shut it off. Ignore it. Pretend it's not happening. Or find a way to discharge that negativity and clear it out of your life. I love the approach of journaling. I might write a really wordy, nasty letter if it serves me and just tell this person how I feel. And then I burn the letter. It's just a way for me to purge my negativity onto paper and get it out so that I can have some closure at the end of the day and say, you know what? All right, I got it out. Now I'm not mad anymore. Actually, I'm totally over it. Like, all right, we're good. And I found that that's really helpful for me. And that has worked for so many other people. So I encourage you and even challenge you to try that if you are harboring a lot of negativity. That's a good way to get rid of it. And then the last bit of advice that I can offer you is to let it fuel your own further creativity. So if somebody in your marketplace, one of your direct competitors, is maybe competing for the same clientele, maybe they're after the same people in the same market, the same demographic, maybe it really is that competitive. Now, yes, if you're not a competitive person, this could get you down. This could make you feel like, why am I even doing this? I don't like the feelings that this is causing within me. I don't really want to compete. This feels nasty and icky and gross. Or you can shut off the competition, that feeling, by saying, you know what? I'm going to let them do them and I'm going to do me. And I'm going to do me better. I am going to be the avant-garde of what it is that I'm creating. I'm going to create something new and amazing, and it's going to be so amazing, and everyone's going to know about it, and I'm going to tell my fans, and I'm going to tell my customers, and I'm going to tell everyone that look at this beautiful thing that I've just created. And it's going to be mine, and everyone's going to recognize it as mine, and it's going to feel good. And I'm going to keep doing that. Apple is a perfect example of a company that does this constantly. Now, Apple invents new things all of the time, right? They're at the leading, cutting edge of technology. And what happens? Within months, every other company has something out that's just like it. They're competing in features, in benefits, in price. Does that stop Apple from creating new things? No. They're like, fine, go for it. That's old. That was 6 months ago. Look at what I've got now. And that's one way to approach it. So take it as a compliment when somebody is competing in your space. When it seems like they're taking your ideas, don't let it get you down. Let it fuel you. Let it compliment you. Let it make you feel good that you are cool enough and positioned at such a place that people actually want to copycat you. It kind of means you're cool. You're a trendsetter. So take it as a compliment. If it's still making you feel negative and you've got some negativity that is getting you down, find a way to release it. A healthy release. Journaling works, maybe some exercise, maybe you hit a punching bag. I don't know. Just get rid of that negativity, because harboring it is going to poison you. It's toxic energy in your body. Being able to get rid of it allows you to keep that positive, creative flow going so that you can continue to create and do cutting edge things and be the best that you can be. Build your business to the best that you can and give your clients the value that you can. And above all, no matter what, remember that it's not necessarily your ideas that they're buying. It's not your drawings. It's not your designs. It's not your ability to create beautiful parties. It's not your ability to produce beautiful photography. It is, for sure. That stuff is all super important. But when you're working directly with a client, you make all the difference in the world. They're buying you. They're buying the way that you handle and run your business, the way that you fluidly pull this together, the way you make them feel, the ease, the lack of stress when it comes to working with you. All of these things. So remember how special and important you are when this happens. And no matter how creative somebody else may be, they will never be you. So until next time, keep creating, keep rocking it, keep doing you in an awesome way, and I hope you have a super fantastic, abundant week. Take care. Hey, did you know that when it comes to making money in your business and creating more abundance, it's not all about the tactics, it's actually more about the mindset. While budgets and reading numbers and profit and loss statements and being able to manage your money is important, what's even more critical is the way that you think and feel about money. If there are money blocks lurking somewhere inside of you, it's going to sabotage your income potential. So what do? You get rid of them. There is a 6-step formula that I teach. I use it myself, I teach it to my clients, that will help you identify where you're at in mastering your own money mindset, in conquering the blocks that are standing in the way from you creating your dream life. It'll help you to create more time, more freedom, more flexibility, and ultimately more balance and more abundance in your life. You can check it out at tanyareinier.com/formula, where I share all these steps with you and my favorite tactics, tips, and exercises to conquer those blocks and get that momentum rolling super fast. So you're going to want to check that out, and I'll be there with you every step of the way to answer questions and help you through those blocks so that you can have an awesome, abundant life.